We've got more bloody graphic novels. Let's just crack straight through. Start off with this. This is The Kingsman by Mark Millar, The Secret Service, with the movie imagery on the front there. Massive fan of the movies. Even The King's Man I thought was particularly good. But yeah, I really like this series of books. I really like this series of movies. So I don't think I've read the comic related to it. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. Paid £2 for this book, so not going to grumble. Can't wait to have a little look-see and see if it's as good as the movie. More Mark Millar. We've got Super Crooks, The Heist. Again, £2 paid for this. I don't know whether I've read this or not. I cannot remember. I'm very old. I cannot remember if I've read it. I've had a flick through and it doesn't necessarily ring any bells. Next, we've got a series that lots of people tell us is amazing. This is Grimm Volume 1 and Grimm Volume 2. Got these for £2 a pop. My good friend Efren talks about this series. He says it's brilliant. So again, looking forward to getting into that one. About a girl who becomes a Grim Reaper, I believe. I mean, there's a clue in the title, like. But yeah, sounds interesting. Next, this was a Christmas present. This is The Magic Order by Mark Millar, Book 4. Thoroughly enjoyed this series. If you've not read Mark Millar's Magic Order, I really recommend you picking it up. I particularly enjoyed books 1 and 2, I have to say. Book 3 didn't necessarily light my fire, so I'm hoping this kind of pulls it back a little bit. Mark Millar is an absolute master of kind of tripping you up and doing things that you weren't expected, so I'm hoping there's some shenanigans in this book that takes us by surprise. AD, After Death by Scott Snyder and Jeff Lemire. This looked really interesting. This is a massive hardcover and it was only £2. Now, £2 for a big book like this makes you slightly worried because you think, is it £2 because it's cack? But I'm not sure. I've never heard of After Death. The synopsis basically says, years after the discovery of a genetic cure for mortality, one man starts to question everything, leading him on a mind-bending journey that will bring him face to face with his past and his own personal legacy. Sounds alright. I'm sometimes a bit worried about Jeff Lemire. Sometimes his work is too clever for me. So we'll give it a go, see what we think. Finally, just want to highlight this one once again. I've talked about this on live show, but this is Mort Cinder. This was a gift by my good friend Dr. Von Hoot. It's got stunning black and white artwork. It looks really interesting. So I cannot wait to get into that one. I know very little about this series, so if you've read this, please drop us a note in the comments and let us know what you think of it. Okay gang, that's the books for this session. Let us know what you think. Have you read any of those? Which ones jump out at you and which ones would you put in the bin? Please don't forget, any money raised on this channel goes to mental health charities. That's your whack. Thank you very much for watching and we'll catch you next time. Take care.